Only like 6 months earlier, he was actively on a bowling league, and he was a firefighter. He was an ex-firefighter in the town of Quincy, and he had a big network of friends that were ex-firefighters and cops in Quincy. And when she called me, she said that her marriage was suffering because her dad was no longer sleeping. He was up all night, wandering around and getting into things, moving furniture, doing just really strange things. And so either she or her husband had to stay up with him 24 hours a day, and it was beginning to take a toll on her marriage, and her husband was amazing. She couldn't say enough great things about the help that he was giving to her dad, but it was getting to the point where he had to help him to take a shower and to start to go to the bathroom, and it was becoming uncomfortable for them. And she didn't know what to do, and he didn't have a lot of money, and he didn't have a whole lot in assets. I can't think of the exact amount, but it was under $50,000 he had in assets, and he was a veteran. So, in speaking to them and learning that he may be eligible for a benefit called aid in attendance that pays towards the cost of assisted living or home care, he could be eligible for that. And then I made some calls around the area and found out that if he was willing to share an apartment with another gentleman and he was eligible for the aid and attendance benefit, that he could afford to be in, there was one assisted living that he could afford with his income. And it turned out that we went to tour the community. I went to tour the community with the family, and they really liked it a lot. They weren't so sure about their dad sharing a studio apartment with another gentleman, but they knew that the only other alternative would be to have him go to a nursing home. He didn't need a nursing home. He had no true medical need. He just needed supervision 24 hours a day. He needed someone to make sure that he wasn't getting himself into trouble or doing anything dangerous. And it was really hard for her to let go. She'd been caring for him for a while, and she didn't want to accept that she couldn't do it anymore. When in talking to her, I tried to help her understand that when he was in the hands of a professional caregiver, that even though they're not his daughter, that in many ways they're better equipped to provide care for somebody because they're not related to him, and that once he got settled into that community, she was going to have her relationship with her dad back. It took him well over a month to settle in, but when I eventually called her and said, "How's your dad doing?" She said, "He's great. He's great. He's doing really well. He's being well taken care of. And you know what? My husband and I have had a chance to go on vacation. I felt comfortable going away knowing that he was being taken care of. My daughter just had a baby in California, and I got to go out and visit her. Thank you so much for helping, because we would have never found this, and he would be in a nursing home right now if we hadn't contacted 2Sisters."